So stop and yield signs. A stop sign always means come to a complete halt and applies to each vehicle that comes to the sign. When approaching a stop sign, you must stop before any crosswalk or stop line painted on the pavement. So that's an important one. So sometimes there's a stop sign and then there's going to be lines on the road. So you got to stop before you get to the lines that go out into the road.
I gotta stop at the lines.
Before the line, yeah. Come to a complete stop. Yield to all pedestrians or other vehicles and go carefully. Just slowing down at a stop sign is not enough. If a four-way or all-way sign is added to the stop sign at the intersection, all traffic coming to the intersection must stop. The first vehicle in the intersection of a four-way stop has the right of way. So that means if you get to one of these stop signs that has four-way stops, so stop sign in every way, whoever got there first is the one who gets to go first.
Like if someone, what'd you say?
So let's say you come up to a stop sign, and you stop, and then another car comes up, and stops. Who gets to go first?
The car that...
The car that got there first.
The car that got there first,
so
yeah.
Go, so that's the way that works.
Yeah, so if someone drives up and the other person drives up, the first person goes.
Right. So it says, when you see a yield sign slow down and be prepared to stop. Let vehicles, bicycles, and pedestrians go before you proceed. You must come to a complete stop if the traffic conditions require it. So a yield sign is kind of like a stop sign, except if there's nobody there, then you don't actually have to stop. So if it's no other cars or pedestrians around, then you just have to slow down. So regulatory signs. Regulatory signs have red and white backgrounds and inform drivers of traffic laws. Traffic laws or regulations. Some, such as speed limit signs, so that's the most common kind of regulatory sign you see. It's a white sign that has black letters that say the speed. Some signs, such as speed limit signs, may only include words. Others, such as no U-turn signs, use only images. Some are a combination of words and images. Signs that use a red circle with a diagonal slash mean that something is prohibited. So if there's a circle with a line through it.
If there's a circle through the line through it.
Yeah, and that means you can't do whatever it says on there. Like U-turn, if there's a circle with a line through it, means no U-turns. Warning signs. Yellow or fluorescent yellow-green warning signs warn you of hazards or changes in conditions ahead. What's the most common kind of warning sign, yellow sign you'd see?
A squiggly line.
Oh, for like meaning the road is slippery?
Yeah. Well, no, like a line, like a hex, like, and then an arrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Here.
Yeah, I know what you mean, like showing you the road is curvy.
Yeah.
The road layout may be changing. You may be coming to a school zone. Or there may be other special situations ahead. Slow down and obey the signs. Guide signs. In the guide signs category are route markers, distance and destination signs, and information signs. Green signs give highway directions and guide you through highway interchanges. Blue signs list motor services like gas, food, or lodging. Brown signs direct you to public recreation areas, state and national parks, points of interest, and historic sites. In Massachusetts, numbered state highway routes are posted on white rectangular signs with black letters and borders. Interstate highway signs are blue, red, and white shields. Kind of look like Captain America, actually.
Blue and white shields?
Yeah, we looked at some of those before. Construction and maintenance work road warnings. Road construction areas are protected from traffic by orange warning signs.
Those are orange warning signs, yeah.
Yeah, at construction sites or other devices. These signs and devices may have warning flags or yellow flashing lights to help to guide you safely through work zones and past any hazards. Many of these warning signs use the same symbols as the yellow warning signs, except they would be on what color signs?
Orange.
You should take extra care when you see orange signs. Traffic and road conditions around work zones often change.
I've seen that in Providence.
Yeah.
Because there's a road getting worked on.
Yeah. Road work crews also use channeling devices to keep traffic and lanes away from hazards. Sometimes electric warning arrow signs will direct traffic near a work area. So some of the channeling devices would be like cones. You know, like sometimes they put cones down they can work,
Cones?
like those orange things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Civilian flaggers direct traffic in some work zones and construction sites. Police officers direct traffic in other sites. When a flag person or police officer directs traffic, you must obey his or her signals or directions. So if you're at a work site and there's somebody telling you what to do that's a flagger or a
Yeah.
police officer, you got to pay attention. Railroad crossings. There is usually a round warning sign before a railroad crossing. You will see the sign. When you see the sign, slow down and prepare to stop. If you see or hear a train coming, do not speed up and try to beat the train into the crossing. The point at which train tracks cross a road is marked with white crossbuck sign. See? So this is right where the railroad. See the crossbuck
Yeah.
sign? If more than one track crosses a road, the number of tracks is posted below the crossbuck sign. A railroad crossing may also have red flashing lights, a bell, and white and red
And
striped
trains
gate.
and train noises.
Yeah, sure. That lowers across the roadway when a train is passing. If the lights begin to flash, you must stop at least 15 feet before the light post or gate. You must then remain stopped until the gate raises and the lights stop flashing. Failure Failure to stop is a violation that has a heavy fine. Can you imagine not stopping if the lights are flashing?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is.
Even if you do not see a train coming, never drive around a load gate or ignore the flashing lights. Pavement markings. Lines, symbols, and words are often painted on a roadway to help direct drivers and control traffic.
You must know what the difference is.
Different lines.
Lines and colors mean, and oh, about
Obey.
them.
Do you know what obey means? It means you have to do what
Listen
it
to
says.
them.
Yeah. White and yellow lines are used on pavement edges and between lanes to keep vehicles in line. The lines may be broken, or may be solid or broken, long dashes, single or double. A solid white or solid yellow line that turns into a dotted line, short dashes, is a continuation of the line through an intersection or highway interchange. Unless you are turning, exiting a highway, or changing lanes, always stay between the lane lines. White lane lines. White lane lines separate lanes of traffic moving in the same direction. So like if you're on a highway and there's a bunch of white lane lines like this,
Yeah.
it's just telling you stay over here. Like don't go, you know, you just stay in your lane more or less, right? Single white lines may also mark the right edge of the pavement. So there can be some lines over on the edges that show you where it is. Broken white line. A broken white line separates two lanes of traveling in the same direction. Once you have signaled and it is safe to do so, you may cross this line when changing lanes. Do you ever see me do that? Like, you know, look and then I want to make sure there's
So
no
if you're driving down the street,
down a highway. The
Yeah.
only place you're going to see this is on a highway.
Yeah.
And then you see, oh, I want to pull over here, and it's a white line, so you can cross it. So you put on your signal, and you go tick, 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 and then you drive over here. So you want to get into this lane.
I agree saying.
So, but normally you'd stay in this lane. This lane, you don't just
Yeah.
drive like on, like, ooh, you stay in the lane unless you switch.
Yeah.
And then you switch and you stay there.
Like
So-
you switch and you stay there.
Yeah, and then you switch again, but you don't just keep going back and forth or swerve
Yeah,
around.
you don't do any of that.
So I'm going to stop this now, and then we'll